In King County, so far we've heard from 4 districts. Enumclaw, Federal Way, Kent, and Snoqualmie Valley are all starting 2 hours late.
Now to Snohomish County, where Everett, Index, Snohomish districts all running 2 hours late. Granite Falls in blue. That means Burn Road is on snow routes this morning. The West Sound, Mason County has Hood Canal, Pioneer, Shelton, and Southside districts starting 2 hours late. In Thurston County, Griffin, North Thurston, Olympia, Rainier, Tumwater, and Yelm school districts are all 2 hours late.
In Lewis County, Castle Rock is closed, and we have an update as well. White Pass schools are now closed, though district offices will be open today. So you can see on the map, all other Lewis County districts are starting 2 hours late today. And lots of districts have bus and program changes. Many private schools are affected in the area. You can check out all those details in the ticker at the bottom of your screen. You can also get the latest at king5.com and on the King 5 mobile app.
Michael Konopassik's been on the roads all morning monitoring conditions from Storm King.
He is in Olympia right now as we speak. Michael, good morning. What's the latest?
Well, Joyce and Mark, good morning to both of you. We have been all over the South Sound this morning. I can tell you there are some dangerous parts of the South Sound. It kind of depends where you are, but we're dealing with a lot of slush, sleet, ice, and snow. Let's go ahead and take a live look here at a neighborhood in Olympia where it's not as bad as where we just were in Shelton. This is a lot of slush that we're dealing with. This is pretty easy to get through. However, in Shelton, we had a lot of snow that people were dealing with back there. And in our drive from Shelton to Olympia on Highway 101, we saw 2 spinouts, and we also saw the snow plows about an hour ago. That was the first time that we saw snow plows so far this morning, so they're now working to try to clear a lot of this. Of course, the standard advice, take it slow and give plenty of room between you and the car in front of you. The wintry weather that we're experiencing, of course, to blame for the delayed start times in school districts throughout the South Sound. Here where we are in Olympia, again, this is, you can see if you look close the road, that is the issue. Again, not too much of a concern here, but we are talking about different areas that can be worse, from South Tacoma, Puyallup, Olympia, and on over to Shelton. That's the very latest where I am here in the South Sound. Let's hand it over to Jake Wittenberg, who's in Seattle. He has some more information on new tools from the Department of Transportation. Jake, good morning.
Yeah, that's right. Good morning to you, Michael. SDOT says they've been out all night here in the Seattle area, putting down salt, making sure that they're on top of the trouble spots like the one here in the U District. 45th gets notoriously bad, and you can see trouble spots like this even before you head out the door to check road temperatures. That's one way to check for ice. Take a look at this new view on the SDOT website. The public now has access to the same interactive map that the plow truck crews have, for example. And if you're at the specific intersection, you can see if crews have been there putting down sand or anti-icer, that you can see what the road temperature is. It's about 35 degrees here now. The map also lets you pull up traffic cameras, so that's interesting as well. Brand new this season, there is plenty of that salt to go around, by the way. We checked in with SDOT to get their plans. They say they've got 36 plow trucks this winter, but because of our mild winter, they say that there's no need for an exclusive team dedicated to winter weather. It's just one big road maintenance crew. But SDOT says it is constantly ready for the weather and ready to improve the system at a moment's notice.
It wouldn't be cost effective for us to have 100 people, waiting around to see if it's going to snow. We have a limited amount of employees that we have to be very efficient with.
They've also learned from the past as to not repeat winters like 1990, for example. Boy, King 5 reporters were all over the region covering that crippling snowstorm, basically shut the city down. SDOT only had a few plow trucks to go around, and they were totally caught off guard. So SDOT hoping that those days are over. They say they've got much better forecasting models and a much better plan in place. By the way, they focus on the major roadways first when they treat for ice and those kinds of things. When it comes to the sidewalks, it's up to the business owners or the residents to put the salt down. In Seattle, Jake Wittenberg, King 5 News.